everyone. This is an update on post-op of day 2 of ACDF surgery, C5 through C7. I saw another video to where they said day 2 post-op was much worse, and for me it was also much worse. It was horrible. I didn't seem to get any relief from any of the pain medication or the muscle relaxers, and I could not get comfortable whatsoever. Day 2 for me post-op was Sunday, March 20th. I got up. I had 2 packets of oatmeal for breakfast because I wanted to take my medication with food so that it wasn't as hard on my stomach. I also took a shower. The incision area is quite tight, so I think that some of the pressure that I feel is from the glue that has glued it shut. And where the drain tube was, I still have a Band-Aid. I remove it and then put a new Band-Aid on when I get out of the shower. It's still a little sore. My skin is pretty sensitive, so when he took off the Band-Aid or the Dermabond, it kind of tore some of the skin. So I did cough really hard after eating. It was kind of a phlegmy cough, and that I did feel in the back of my neck where the hardware was. That was painful. So you try to cough, and I use the breathing apparatus that they gave us at the hospital. I did use that on a regular basis to try to cough some of the stuff up to help my lungs. My throat is still a little bit sore, but on day 2, yeah, it was just way much worse. I could not get any sleep. I could not get any rest. Could not get comfortable. I'd say about around noon, I stopped taking the Percocets altogether. I had dosed it down to just 1 instead of 2, and now I am not taking any at all. I am still taking the muscle relaxers because of all of the movement within the throat with the esophagus and trachea. I did go to the bathroom, which we all know can be an issue with having pain medication. And then I went again later that day. So I had bought some stool softeners, but decided not to take them just because I'm taking so much medication right now. But now I'm just down to the muscle relaxers, of which I want to start tapering down to 1 instead of 2 at my dosage time, and then go down from there and see how I feel. I'm also taking Viactive, 2 of those chews for calcium and vitamin D for my bone because of the bone graft. I'm also taking 1-a-days gummies, vitamins, and those are easy to get down because I don't care for pills. I'm trying to up my protein intake because I read where that would be a good thing to do if you're trying to promote bone growth with, the vitamin D and the vitamin C and the calcium and everything. So I have some Atkins shakes that are high in protein, eggs. A glass of chocolate milk is almost 10 grams of protein. So I've got a bunch of things to kind of help complement the absorption of the calcium and vitamin D. Other than that, I did okay in the shower. I've had no issues in the shower whatsoever, knock on wood. I didn't have to have a seat or use the attachment personally, I think the attachment would be harder to use just because you have to lift your arms and move them and stuff, because that's a little bit harder to have to, it just would be just more work. So I've had no issues. I've done okay in the shower so far. And I'd say the bruising and the swelling is showing a little bit more. I think that's about it. Of course, I think of things after I'm finished with this. But yesterday I had a ham and cheese sandwich, some Pringles, some Dr. Pepper, obviously water. I did have another small strawberry milkshake. It's not even like 6 ounces. Haven't had any coffee yet. Probably because I've just been so miserably tired. But that's about it so far yesterday. Got up, every so often to take the dogs outside and walk around and get fresh air. Even though it's difficult, I'm careful, and it feels good to do so. It feels good to get some fresh air, especially today in the sunshine. But day 2 by far was absolutely worse, as far as not getting any rest. I ran into someone in a public store who had the same surgery that I did, and his wife had said that he was up for a couple of days and did not rest very well. And then by the time, the 3rd day came and he was out, and he was out for like a day because he finally got, to get some good sleep. It's just hard to get comfortable because you're not supposed to recline past 30%. So, and, in your hospital bed, you can regulate that. At home, you cannot. And I don't know about anyone else, but I sleep on my side. So that's not an option because you're, moving your neck and contorting your neck. So that's probably a big part of it too. But eventually you're going to get so tired that you're going to sleep regardless. So even if it's an hour, it's a good hour, then you consider that a win. Eventually you're going to sleep because you're going to get so tired from everything, from all the stress on your body, etc. Even though I think that this one is the best it possibly could. It's still trauma to your body. So I kind of feel like my throat is tight sometimes. So I would rather just keep my collar on. I mean, I've kept it on even when I eat, except for the oatmeal. Just because I think I'm better off for it, just because I don't want to take any risk of anything happening to my neck with the hardware in there and the bone graft, etc. So I just want to be as safe as I possibly can. Even just sitting here, like he said, I just keep the collar on, just to be on the safe side. So that was day 2. And I will update you on post-op day 3 shortly. Thank you. Bye.